Old and Achy here with another Halo 4 campaign mission walkthrough, and today I'm going to show you how to get the first of the 2 weekly campaign challenges for the week of April 7th through the 13th, which is That's No Moon, which requires you to complete the Requiem mission solo on Legendary difficulty. And for this, I actually set up several skulls. I used Tilt to get a little shielding on the armor, Cowbell for a little bit extra explosive capability, and Grunt Birthday Party to better see grunt headshots at distance. So here we go. Now, this actually is probably now the longest mission to complete in Halo 4, even with some of the newer techniques that have been demonstrated, and I am using a lot of the old tried and true techniques. There are newer skips and rushes out there, but they are very difficult to do, require a lot of practice, so I'm trying to demonstrate how to get through the mission without really having to spend a lot of time practicing new tricks and tips and stuff. So anyway, as we start here, I notice I swapped out my AR for a plasma pistol, and I actually won't use the plasma pistol right away. And just following this path up here. We got to do a lot of running at the beginning of this particular mission. Oops. Oh, there it is. Wanted to grab that Covenant carbine and take off down this way.
I'm picking up a faint transmission on the high band.
Covenant?
I don't think so.
It's our first hint that the
I'll try to triangulate its position.
Infinity is on its way in. Okay. Nice boring run here. Start the mission. And then we'll flip this hog over here and start driving.
Nice to see your luck is holding out. Chief? About my condition?
And as we drive along here, Cortana talking about her
Since you brought it up, it is possible that getting home could help me find a solution for my rampancy.
her rampancy and all that stuff.
Well, as far as I know, I'm the only AI ever generated from living tissue. A clone of Dr. Halsey, to be precise. It may be possible to recompile my neural net by replicating those same conditions.
Isn't much to do here except drive. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the backtrack skip twice to clear out a bunch of cubby enemies so we don't have to fight them. And that last gap that we jumped plays in that skip.
Chief, I'm hearing that strange
It's very similar to the Pillar of Autumn Elite skip. Backtrack skip on Halo Reach Pillar of Autumn mission. Anyway, we come out here to this valley. Notice that all these 3 Phantoms unloading troops, but we're just going to turn around and go back the other way. And the idea is to advance to a point where you would normally engage enemies, and then when you backtrack, those enemies will disappear. That's the idea of the skip. But to get it to work, we've got to get on the other side of that gap there, and there is a fairly straightforward way to do that. Come on up here to this spot where that little black mark is, jump across to this railing or whatever it is, over to here, jump up. That was a crouch jump, by the way. Then left turn and jump up again. Notice the screen freeze. That's all the cubbies out there in that valley deloading. They are now gone. Back in the hog and off we go. We're going to run this skip one more time after we dispatch an elite and 3 grunts. We're going to actually take a ghost up to a certain point and then backtrack, and that will despawn all the cubbies on the ground, and actually the first level of the cartographer station that we've got to get into, or the cartographer's building. Anyway, in the meantime, we need to take out a concussion rifle elite, and I'm going to do it with the 50 cal on the hog. And what I'm doing here is I'm dropping this sniper tower because he tends to like to hide behind it, and I can't get a line of fire on him until his tower's gone. Now I got a clear shot at him. And just keep peppering him with 50 cal ammo, and ultimately his shields will pop, and ooh, that was pretty dramatic. And down he goes. Okay, now we're going to set up for the second skip. We're going to swap this hog out for a ghost. There's actually 2 ghosts in the valley, which I'm going to use both of them. Alright, about here, park it right in that little left wing in the little crevice there. And I'm going to go get the second ghost. Bring that back over. Now you can lift the nose of a ghost by pressing the jump key. That's what I'm doing here. And up and over. That's a good trick to know. Alright, go ahead and get full ammo on the carbine, or carbine. Go underneath these supports here and then back up to this little spot right here, which is good cover. 3 grunts will come around the corner. There's 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to go up here and grab the fuel rod cannon. That's actually, I'm doing that for Plan B on a camoed sword elite. But now I'm getting ready to set up the second skip here. We want to lead with right wing in this little gap there. There we go. A little bit of a tight squeeze here with the ghost, but you can make it. Right here, lift the nose using the jump key. Alright, now I want to advance the ghost up to a certain point. Make sure that I get it far enough up here. So right about here. Turn around and head on back down. Get the heck out of dodge. There we go. Tilt helps me there, by the way. It gives the ghost a little bit extra shielding, which in turn gives me a little extra shielding. Okay, now we're going to head down to that other ghost and head back to the gap so we can actually initiate the skip. And despawn all the cubbies on the ground and on the first level of that building. Notice I'm running out of boost here. Just coast for several seconds. And the boost will come back, and we're off and boosting again. Okay, back across here, over to here. Crouch jump up here, hold that crouch, jump up here. Notice the screen freeze. That is the all the cubbies deloading or despawning. And back, sprint jump back across. I actually forgot to mention that the first time. You've got to sprint jump. Don't crouch jump. Don't do a regular jump. A sprint jump. Back in the ghost and back to through the valley and up to the cartographer's building. Now, Legendary Smile found a really neat skip that allowed this part of the mission to be performed in less than half the time of what I'm doing it. But it involves rushing by a bunch of enemies, including this concussion rifle elite that we dispatched with the 50 cal. And then up here, not at this point, but up at this next. See where these supports are up here, actually jumping up the cliff face and out of the map and doing some really tricky jumps And by doing that, we can perform a similar despawning activity as to what we did by the double backtrack skip. And like I said, it takes less than half the time, but it is pretty tricky. I've actually done it once or twice. There we go. Notice what I did there with the ghost. I went ahead and splattered the elite and immediately jumped out of the ghost and back down to the first level. So just in case the grunts went suicidal on me, which they have a tendency to do at times. But now all we got 3 grunts and 2 shielded jackals to take out. Alright. There we go. That takes care of them.
Let's have a look.
Grab the active camo there.
Never know what might come
And we're into the building in about 11 minutes or so, a little bit less.
There's that phantom signal.
Now I did have a little bit of a problem here,
I heard something.
as you'll see momentarily. When I come in, before I engage the cubbies, I'm going to do a crating exercise. I'm going to move a crate in front of a doorway to prevent an elite and a couple of grunts from coming out. And normally a quick grenade throw will, this one right here, will get it down there. But I want, unfortunately I got the darn thing, instead of going straight down, it went off to the left a little bit. So I'm kind of knocking it around. Trying to position it such I can throw another grenade, like so. I was trying to switch grenades there. Now I have no idea why it did that. That grenade was supposed to fly this container forward, so I lost about, I don't know, 2 maybe 3 minutes here dealing with this darn crate. I'd never seen that before. Why it immediately came back at me is beyond me. So now I'm trying to move it forward, and of course I knocked it into the corner. By the way, I believe left on the D-pad is what'll get you to switch grenades. I've been doing a lot of Halo 3 lately, and of course you switch grenades in Halo 3 by using the left bumper if you've got default. Okay, so switching between games and different key actions can get a little confusing at times. Alright, like I said, I lost several minutes because of this. Kind of irritated me a little bit. Okay, let's try another grenade throw here. That's better. That got me over there by the door that I want to block.
There, Chief, a console in the back.
This is worth the effort, though. It saves us from having to deal with an elite right away and a couple more grunts. And normally it only takes 30 seconds to set this up and not 3.5, 4 minutes. Okay, there we go. Finally blocked. Let's go ahead and ammo up and head for the cartographer station. Okay, here we go. And let's activate, and we're going to force cutscene. This is where the chief finds out he's on Requiem.
Okay. In service of Forerunner Shield World, designate Requiem.
Requiem. At least we know where we are now.
Let's see if it can tell us what the Covenant are so interested in.
Okay,
What happened?
now we gotta go reset some power thingies.
I'm detecting
And
power
after
fluctuations
we
in
reset the
several
first one, that's when we really have to start to deal with the cubbies.
Hopefully we can find some way to get this
Alright, so
photographer back
first thing we
online.
need to do is activate the light bridge to get over there. We need to activate this switch here to get the power flowing properly.
What's it doing?
Okay, and then back out, make a left turn here, and we're going to have a bunch of coveys to deal with. Squad of them. I think it's about 4 grunts and 2 shielded jackals, and then there's additionally 3 more grunts, I believe, that we'll have to deal with coming out of another another doorway. Take as many as you can out from distance. It's a little tougher to deal with them when you're up close. Alright, this guy is not being cooperative. Let's go get that grunt. Carbine at long distance is not that accurate a weapon, by the way. There we go. I found that out in Halo 3. There's those extra 3 grunts that came out. Okay. I think I'm going to have to take the shielded jack a little bit closer up. So, get some more ammo. Head on down this way. And use this little ramp up here as cover. See what we got to deal with. There he is. Ooh, Needler. Nasty weapon. Drop your shields and take you out in a hurry. Super Combine will kill you. There we go. And now we just got that elite up there to deal with. And in this particular run, he just stood there. And I just able to pop him. There we go. Drop the shields. Nice little headshot. And that took care of him. Now I'm coming back over here to reload with ammo again. And then we're back over here to activate the second power thingy, whatever it is. Okay, light bridge activation. Activate the power thingy. Alright, and then back across. And make a left. We got 2 shielded jackals and a bunch of grunts to deal with. Those guys over there are a little harder to hit.
No response. But from the strength of that signal,
There we go, got one of them anyway. Whoa! That's the first time I've ever seen that. He actually came up the ramp. Ooh, that was close. I almost got nailed with a grenade. That I had never seen before. Usually they hang out right down here on the bottom. Okay, looks like I got to just deal with that one grunt over there. So I'm going to come on up here, and of course the EMPs me, and that's going to add a few seconds here while I wait for my shields. And then I said, the heck with it, I'll just go ahead and nail him. Alright, shields are back, and now we're coming over to the other side here, because we've got 2 shielded jackals and 3 grunts to deal with. Alright. Ooh, needler, don't like needlers. Okay. That second shielded jackal decided to... Yeah, there he is. I'm going to have to go up to the next level to get him. But it's alright. There's a jackal marksman up there I can take out. Now I'll come on up here and take out this shielded jackal. By the way, all you need to do is hit him in the hands. Hit him in the hands, that'll knock him back and expose his head for an easy headshot. Even with a Covenant Carbine, you can do that. Now over here, I've got 3 shielded jackals and 2 elites. I just took out 2 of the shielded jackals, and sometimes the third one will hang out over there. And I don't see him. I do hear the grunts down below me in that barricaded doorway. They can't get out. They keep trying. Alright, I'm still looking for that shielded jackal. So I think he's over in a passageway. over in the middle there. I'm kind of looking around, and then I finally said, "The heck with it." Yeah, I think he's over there somewhere. That's where he's hiding. I'm also looking for one of the two elites over there. One of them is very easy to take out. He's got his shielding's enough. There's that jackal. Alright, let's see if we can take him out. There we go. Now I can go back over here and deal with elites. One of them is fairly easy to take out. The other one requires a double noob combo, which is basically EMP him twice and then head shoot him, or assassinate him, or backsmack him. So what I'm going to do here is, at my leisure, I'm going to try to take out this first elite at distance just by keep drilling him with a carbine. And ultimately his shields are going to drop. You can see them flare on there. They go. His shields dropped and I was able to get him with a headshot. Okay, now I'm going to use a different tactic for the other one. Come back over here to the other side. And what I was hoping to do was, by firing at him, drive him over to the left and drive him into a post where I could sneak up on him and backsmack him, but of course he's going the other way. He's not being cooperative at all. So I'm going to have to go to plan B and use the double EMP headshot approach, which is fairly dangerous, by the way, because between EMPs he's going to be throwing grenades at you. So I go to camo. There he is.
We can't give the
EMP number 1.
Clear them out.
EMP number 2. Notice I dodged a grenade, and then headshot, and he's done. And as it turns out, by using the post as cover and by strafing a little bit, I was able to do that fairly easily. Now I got 2 grunts down here. Rarely you'll see an elite, but most times the elite just kind of despawns. And I got both grunts with 1 grenade throw. So once they're dead, that gets us back to the cartographer station to be able to activate the cartographer. So what I did there is I got 100% plasma pistol, grabbed a couple plasma grenades. I'm full with my carbine ammo. And I'll go ahead and put Cortana into the system. And I'm going to go ahead and skip the cutscene here. And now we're getting closer to the end. We got to go across a bridge filled with kevies.
What do you know about Infinity?
Now there is also a way to rush this. At least I've been able to do a rush halfway across and skip the first half of the enemies. But I'm a little leery about doing this without Mythic on, getting double health. So I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to clear the bridge of enemies, or most of them, because some of them do despawn. And I'm just waiting for the Phantom to go away. There we go. And come on out here to the right side. Do not get in that circle, because that activates the elevator down, which we don't want to happen. Not until we clear the bridge out. Have as many coveys as we can. Plenty of ammo here, so I'm not worried about, missing a lot of shots. There's plenty of coveys right down below me too. Okay. There we go, got him. Not sure how many are left. Alright, I think I'll move over to the other side here. Now I can hear somebody with overcharging a plasma pistol down there. Oh, there he is. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and jump down here. I don't think there's anybody down right below.
Would it have killed you to use the elevator?
Of course, Cortana wanted me to use the elevator. Switch over to the battle rifle. And you don't really have to do that, but when I get to the final area, I want to have a battle rifle. I prefer the battle rifle. because of the 3-shot spread, I have a better chance of taking out enemies. Alright, and rushing down here, underneath. Alright, I'm going to take out these little guys here. Okay, and then run up here. You notice the red dots behind me. That's the remaining, probably a shielded jackal and elite. But when I run up to that point that I ran up to and then come back, they despawn, which I find very interesting. And in their place, there's another elite up there who's like that second elite in the building. He's a little tougher to take out. Now, what I'm doing here is that phantom there, I just took out his gunner. Didn't really have to take it out. He does go away. And next up is a jackal sniper that I want to get. You see him right there? See the little headlight? Of course, the damn elite had to get in the way. Alright, at least I got him to... Not really sure whether I got him or not. So I come back around. Go back to cam. Notice I went to camo when I was trying to take him on. Alright, it looks like... Yep, got him. Okay, I could see his body off there in the distance. Alright. I got a little confused there momentarily. So I had to come back down here and load up on battle rifle ammo. Plenty of it right there. And an ammo crate. Now I'm going to take on that elite up there. And I'm just going to kind of position myself right about here. You can see him on the motion detector. I'm going to wait till he comes over to the left and stops. Right about there. And notice how he stopped? Go camo. Come up here and take a look. I'm just going to sneaking around behind him. And then rush and assassinate. Boom! There he goes. He's done for. And now, next up, I've got a couple of grunts, a couple of shielded, actually about 3 shielded jackals, I think, take out, plus an elite. And the elite, I'm gonna use his own stupidity against him. There we go. That takes care of the shielded jackals, and I think there's at least 2 grunts down here I got to deal with. There's one of them. There's the other one. Can't stand there and take too much fire, even from storm rifle. I'm looking for that other grunt. He's coming up the platform here, I think. Oop, there's the elite. Yeah, the grunt's coming back towards me. Went camo. Got him. A lot of times when you fire into their back like that, they'll turn around, exposing their nozzle. Alright, now what I'm going to try to do is get the elite over, right in that area there, throwing grenades at me. Careful I don't get tagged. Whoa, I lobbed one there. Watch what happens. Yep, he goes to throw a grenade and falls off the platform. Cracks me up every time I see that. You can actually hear him screaming as he fell to his demise. Yeah, you get him over there right on that edge, and he throws a grenade at you. The momentum of the throw will just carry him right off the platform. I probably could have done a noob combo on him, or plasma pepper him, or even with a Covenant carbine, just sat there and peppered him, and with carbine shots until he went. But it's just as easy to take him out by his own momentum. Just have to dodge grenade throws. Okay, now what we're going to do here is we're going to grab a Banshee and rush the rest of the bridge here, try to bypass all the enemies. So jump in the Banshee, take up and left. come up the right side of the platform here. High and then come back down. Whoa! Get fired at by another Banshee. Down here. Plant the Banshee there, jump out.
Covenant net's going crazy.
Kind of do a zigzag up here. That leaks fire and concussion rifle ammo at you. But I used the Banshee as a partial shield here. And now we're in the final area. And there's a couple of approaches to the final rush. I mean, we are going to bypass a major battle, but I'm going to do it. My approach takes longer, but is much safer. Alright, I wanted to get those 3 grunts out of there to start with. Ah, nuts. Now, what happens here with the... there's 2 ghosts out there with grunts on them. What happens is that when you go camo, they tend to turn sideways, and that's when you can head shoot them. Oh, I actually knocked that grunt out of the way. I might as well take... Oh, no. Looking for that... there he is. Ah, missed him. Might as well get that grunt while I'm at it. Alright. Now there is a plasma turret here over on the left I gotta be careful about, but I can see on my motion detector the first ghost here. Okay, got him. Now immediately run out of here. I sprint out, grab the ghost, and bring it back to the beginning, or back to the doorway. Park it. I'm going to deal with the second ghost. But in the interim, there's that jackal over there. Now he's a jackal marksman. I don't know at the time when I'm firing at these guys. There's 1 jackal marksman and one sniper. And I don't know which side is the sniper's on or which side the marksman's on. So I'm going to be a little bit careful here. But if I get a chance to take him out, I'm not going to hesitate. You can see the other one over. You can see his red lamp over there. Alright. Let's see if I can take that guy out. There we go. Got the guy in the plasma turret, the grunt. Alright. Let's see if I can get this guy. A little careful about that sniper. See the sniper? He's looking at me. Looking at me. Looking over to the left to see where the marksman is on the left. Alright, let's see if I can take that sniper out. It happened. Yep, that was the sniper. You can see as he died, as he went down, he fired off 1 shot. Alright. Okay, that grunt came out of nowhere. Alright, where is it? There is the ghost coming back up. Alright, 1 camo. Hoping he's turned sideways to me. Let's see if I can get him this time. No, dammit. This does take a little patience. And sometimes he'll, when he goes sideways, he won't go into cover like he did there or here. Oh, there we go. Finally got him. Alright, now let's haul out and get this ghost. And I'm going to head over here to the other side where there's a crate where I can load up on BR ammo. There's also, let's see if I can get him nuts, I missed him. There's also a rocket launcher over here. Well, he's hiding on me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out my plasma pistol for the rocket launcher and I'll come back over here because there's a plasma turret way off in the distance here that I can never seem to head shoot the gunner. So this is the easiest way to take it out. Take it out with a rocket. Okay, that takes care of the turret. And notice there's a shielded jackal over there. Okay, still looking for that son of a gun. Here comes the shielded jackal. When he's the last one left, he'll come at me. And he's an easy to dispatch. Missed him again, darn it. Now, actually, I thought I see that little light there. I thought that was him. Notice the light's gone, but I think that was just him ducking, because I will have to deal with him in a little bit here. But at least he's not the sniper. Alright, now I'm going to come back over here to the right. And up in the middle area, there's several grunts and shielded jackals and elite up in there where I'm firing. And when I take out all but the last of the grunts and jackals, the elite will charge. The elite will come at me. So I'm staying kind of close to the ghost here. And I'm looking for that elite, looking for the elite. Don't see him. Don't see any other coveys up there. I'm wondering what the heck is going on. Oh, there he comes. Alright, I want to take this elite out with the ghost. He really took his time coming down at me. I'm not really sure why. Normally he charges right away. There he goes. And it looks like I don't have any other coveys to deal with up here in this middle area, so we're done with that area. I'm just double checking to make sure that nobody else comes charging out at me. And back over here. And again, oh, there's that jackal. Got him that time. Notice how quickly he dropped my shields with that carbine. Alright. Now I'm going to take on an elite and 4 grunts, and I'm going to start with the 4 grunts. They're going to come out of a doorway that I'm aiming at right now. They will come out. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to take care of the 4 grunts. What I find interesting is that after I took care of the first 2, the second 2 went running in fear, but they're running right at me, so that made it really easy. Okay, back down here. I'm jumping to Ghost momentarily and start firing up the left side here, and what I want to do is get the elite focused on the Ghost. Once I think I've fired enough, I'm going to jump out and we're going to circle around to the right. And I'm gonna EMP and head shoot him. In other words, noob combo him.
Keep moving towards the terminal.
But he's a concussion rifle elite, and so that's why I'm being really careful with this guy. Alright, just went camo, flipped over to the plasma pistol, and I need to locate him. There he is. See, he's in cover looking at that ghost, and boom, EMP headshot, and that takes care of him. And now we're down to the final little rush. We're going to do the slippery rock skip here. Mythic Tyrant named this rock the Slippery Rock. It's the slipperiest rock in Halo 4. It's a real pain in the butt, but it takes a little practice to do this. The idea is a crouch jump over here, and we want to get to the top of the rock. And then once we're there, we do a crouch jump up on this support, go invis, jump up at this level, bypass 2 grunts and shielded jackal. There's 1 or 2 grunts, a shielded jackal, and then just run right by him. And by doing this, we've skipped a major battle that dealt with a lot of minor coveys, plus 3 or 4 elites, plus a couple of hunters. But that skip right there allowed us to bypass that last major battle, and we're essentially done. We've got to ride an elevator up to the top and make sure that we don't, kind of fall in a chasm while we're waiting for the elevator to come down to us. But essentially, the mission's done.
Where's the terminus?
Matt placed it at the top of the tower.
This nice operatic music is claimed by somebody that denies viewers in Germany the ability to watch this clip, which I think is really ridiculous. But I just go ahead and acknowledge the claim and move on. Okay. Alright, jump up on the elevator here. And it's possible with the voiceover that they won't file a claim. And right up to the top. And at some point here, the cutscene will kick in, and I'm going to go ahead and skip it and go immediately to the end of mission. And then the challenge will pop, and that'll be it. I do hope this helps you on your quest for the weekly campaign challenge of That's No Moon for April 7th through the 13th. This is Old and Achy signing off. Take care, everybody.